summer blockbuster movies. You got your Marvels, you got your Jurassic Worlds, you got your Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you got your Fast and the Furiouses. And here's the thing about those movies. They're fun. And that's about it. I'm not just gonna sit here and dog on Hobbs and Shaw or Detective Pikachu for 15 minutes. Movies like that have a fan base. They're fun, they have big name stars to get butts in seats, and they make a bajillion dollars. I mean, most of my summertime memories were me and my friends going to the movies, shoveling popcorn into our faces, and watching Vin Diesel mumble his way to a 7-figure paycheck. I'm even a Marvel fanboy, which I know you can't tell based off my physique, but I will watch every cape flick that stupid mouse puts out. And half of the time, I like them. So what exactly am I getting at here? I guess what I'm trying to say is these movies are fine, but there's better stuff out there. And you might be sitting there wanting to branch out and try some new movies. Maybe something indie, something classic, foreign, or just maybe something you've never even heard of. I was in that seat at one point and I had no clue where to start. Did you know that there's over like 1,000 movies? The dive into moviegoing can be a daunting and sometimes confusing task, which is why I wanted to make this video to help you get started. Here are some movies that I recommend to help you start your film-loving journey. Are you in the mood for a good laugh, but you're tired of the same old Seth Rogen stoner comedy or Adam Sandler boomer humor? Shut up! Then let me recommend 1979's The Jerk. This movie might be my all-time favorite comedy. It's never failed to get an audible laugh out of me, put a smile on my face, or lift me up out of a bad mood. This is Steve Martin at his funniest. The story is timeless, the characters are unforgettable, and the film is filled with hilarious bits that don't slow down and jokes that you won't pick up on until your second or third viewing. This is definitely a comedy from the 70s, so snowflakes tread lightly. But genuinely, if you're looking for a good laugh, check out The Jerk. It is a great time. Maybe laughing isn't your cup of tea, and you would much rather, I don't know, bawl your eyes out, then might I recommend 2016's Manchester by the Sea. I can't think of another movie quite like this one that reveals information about its main character so slowly and subtly that your entire view of them changes like 4 times throughout the movie. One second you hate this guy, the next second you're sympathizing with him, and then before you know it, you're on the ground sobbing with him. This film thrives off of its pacing and characters. Lots of long, drawn-out scenes with heavy dialogue paired perfectly with beautiful cinematography and a very emotional score, and I think this is my favorite Casey Affleck I think it might be my favorite Casey Affleck performance, which I know isn't like saying a lot, but he really knocks it out of the park with this one. If you're looking to wrap yourself up in a blanket with some chocolate and a box of tissues, Manchester by the Sea is your movie. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Cody, I don't want to laugh. I don't want to cry. I'm not a baby reaching for jingling keys. I'm an adult. I want my adrenaline pumping. I want to be thrilled. But I've seen every Michael Bay movie. I've seen every Fast and the Furious, every John Wick. I've seen Oceans 8, 11, 12, and 13. What else is there to watch? Well, let me introduce you to the cinematic world of Michael Mann. Specifically, his 2004 hit, Collateral. Is this movie considered a summer blockbuster? Yes. It came out at the end of the summer. It made bukus of money. So yeah, it was a hit. It was a blockbuster. But from like 1998 to like 2012, the film market was saturated with action thrillers, and this one just kind of got lost in the fold. So now a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people haven't seen it, which is a crime because this movie freaking rocks. Jamie Foxx has always been one of my favorite action movie actors, and this might be his best performance outside of like Django. We also get to see Tom Cruise as the antagonist, which I think we've only seen one other time, and that's in Tropic Thunder. He also has that super dope salt and pepper gray hair that I hope I get when I turn like 50. Michael Mann gave us action masterpieces like Heat, Manhunt, Thief, and I think this one deserves to be up there with those. Like, this one's just as good, if not better. The story is gripping. Cinematography is sometimes that shaky action camera, but a lot of the movie takes a pause and lets you just stare at the screen with beautiful wide shots and captivating colors. James Newton Howard did the score for this movie, and if that name sounds familiar, it's because he's the guy who scored The Dark Freaking Knight. Everything about this movie is S tier, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a good action thriller. Jump scares, they suck, but it seems like every horror movie that gets cranked out of Hollywood these days is just chock full of them. They give up tense psychological horror for cheap scares that just take you right out of the movie. I don't want a horror movie that's gonna give me a quick rush and then I forget about it seconds later. I want a horror movie that's gonna stick with me and I'm gonna keep talking about until the day I die. Well, in 2014, a movie came out called It Follows, and it was a breath of fresh air. Finally, a horror movie that wasn't branded with Jason Blum's crest. A horror movie that wasn't filled with pointless jump scares and music stings. This movie had grounded characters and emotions, genuinely tense and shocking moments, creative cinematography, and an ending that keeps you talking about the movie forever. I'm pretty sure this one's on Netflix, so I highly recommend it if you're looking to get spooked. As you noticed, I haven't been giving like full-blown synopsises for all of these movies. That's because I kind of want you to go in blind. It's nice to go into a movie that you haven't seen the whole movie in the trailer. It's nice to sit down, turn something on, and have zero expectations, yet have those expectations be exceeded. Please just trust me with one of your movie nights. Watch one of these movies. If you've already seen these, I recommend stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe hopping out of that category or genre that you find yourself stuck in on Netflix, and checking out something new. You won't be disappointed. My name is Cody Metcalf. Thank you for watching.